Okay, our last notes, leçon 4 for this unit. Now we are gonna figure out how to do the command, or the grammatical term is imperative form with reflexive verbs. Okay, so before I explain like what that is exactly, let's do our question essentielle is comment je fais fait l'impératif avec les verbes réflexifs. Question mark. Okay. Okay, so imperative form is like when you're giving a command, basically, like go to bed, brush your teeth, don't do that, listen to me, watch this show, whatever it is. If you're giving a command, that's the imperative form. So if you want to put the command form with reflexive verbs like go to bed, brush your teeth, wash your hair, take a bath, whatever it is, any of those actions, shave your armpits, I don't know, whatever, you're going to do this. To form an affirmative, so in the positive, by telling someone to do something, affirmative command with a reflexive verb, you're going to drop the subject pronoun. Okay, so it's kind of like in French when they say, how about if I say listen, like you listen? Because I'm always, whenever we give commands, we're doing it to you, right? Like tu écoutes, okay? Or vous écoutez. Écoutez. I'm basically saying you listen. You all listen. Okay, so it's always going to be a toi, a tu, or a vous. So when we give commands, we drop those go away, and we attach the reflexive pronoun, okay, which becomes toi and vous to the verb with a hyphen. So let's take a look at some of these. Kids, brush your teeth. This brushing your teeth is reflexive. So we would say les gosses, which is the word for kids. Brossez-vous. Okay, here's where we add that. Brossez-vous les dents. Okay, brush yourself the teeth. Brossez-vous les dents. Talking to both the kids. All right. Sometimes we say let's do something in a command form, like let's go to the party, let's eat this pizza. For reflexive, or if we're going to say like let's wash our hands, we do the same formula. Lavons-nous les mains. Let's wash ourselves the hands. Okay, so verb comes first, then the reflexive pronoun, and then whatever it is we're talking about. Note that te, the reflexive pronoun te, becomes toi after the verb in the command form. Okay? Command form. So if I want to say stop, I would say arrête-toi. Okay? If I want to say quiet yourself or be quiet, silence-toi. All right? Or you maybe have heard of tais-toi, which means to quiet yourself. Okay? Couche-toi. Put yourself to bed. Go to bed. All right? So don't forget that. The te becomes toi. All right, let's take a look in the negative. To make a negative command, like don't go to bed, don't get up, don't brush your teeth, don't wash, whatever it is. To form a negative command, put the reflexive pronoun in front. So now the order is switched. Okay? So if I want to say don't rest, the verb to rest is reposer. If I want to say don't rest, instead of saying rest would be like repose-toi. Okay? But if I want to say don't rest, it would be ne te or ne vous reposez pas. So now it comes in front. All right, the ne pas, notice, goes around the verbal phrase again. Don't put on makeup, okay? If I want to say put on makeup, I would say maquille-toi. Make up yourself or put on your makeup. But now this has to go in front and it's going to go back to te. Ne te maquille pas. Okay, there's my ne pas. There's my verbal phrase. Okay, so here's what you're going to do. You are going to tell somebody to do some of these things. Okay, maybe you want to tell them wake up. Maybe you want to say drink this water. Drink would be bois. Okay, maybe you want to say shower, get dressed, prepare yourself. Okay, you're going to say 3 things. 2 of them I want to be in the affirmative, do this, and 1 thing I want you to put in the negative, don't do this. All right, when you're finished with that, then you are going to do your final activity. All right, before the little exam. Let me know if you have any questions.